Resentment, hate, anger, fear, these feelings or emotions or these negative energetic frequencies that people operate on is actually dragging not only them down, but they're dragging you down if you're full of it, right? If you have a person that broke your heart, maybe did something you didn't like in the past, y'all stopped talking, maybe still think about them, family, friends, etc. That's the worst thing you can do. Take it from somebody who literally had a lot of resentment in their heart for a lot of people in the past, that I genuinely had to accept that it was out of my control, but most importantly, I can't keep looking at it with the perspective of like hate or like I hope something happened to this person, and it actually requires you to be vulnerable, right? Because it requires you to have empathy, but not just empathy for yourself, but just sympathy towards others, because maybe they can't be good people. Maybe they didn't know how to be better to you. And even if they did know how and they just decided not to, you still can't hold on to that energetic frequency and holding on to yourself. That's selfish to yourself. You're better than that. You deserve more than that. Man or woman, if you're watching this, if you have a heartbreak or you been through betrayal, let it go. And I'm gonna tell you, it's not worth it holding on, because for example, right, I've been cheated on multiple times, multiple relationships, right? One thing I've learned, and as I'm getting wiser and older, a lot of our problems that we think is about us, or what I could have done differently, or damn, maybe if I would have did this, that wouldn't have happened. A lot of our problems actually don't come from us intrinsically. It comes from the outside world, external world, right? And it's up to you. Let me put this down a little bit. It's up to you to believe that you can make a change regardless of what people do to you. If a person betrayed you, or they made you feel bad, or they made you feel incompetent with yourself in life, so what? That doesn't define who you are intrinsically. That doesn't define who you are as an individual, right? Inside. Like, you'll have people, I don't know, it's tweaking, I don't know what's going on. You'll have people that don't agree with your beliefs. You'll have people that don't agree with how you're supposed to live your life. But that doesn't give you the action to change who you are as an individual, Resentment is the lowest form of life's prana. When I say life's prana, it's life's energy, life's force, right? What drives us in life. So when you go out, and you get a breeze of fresh air, you feel the sun, birds chirping. That's life's prana. It energizes you. It rejuvenates you. Resentment is the opposite of that. It drains you. Shame drains you. Fear, shame. It's all correlated with the fact of making you feel less than, right? You're more powerful than that. And as long as you understand that, a lot of your problems and trials and tribulations are external, and it's out of your control, you'll stop taking life personal when it comes to being betrayed. Life is exceptional, especially for individuals that have a pure heart, a pure motive when it comes to navigating in life, right? We all have a purpose. Even if you don't know your purpose, you have a purpose. You just have to figure out what it is that your purpose wants you to be involved in, right? Do you like talking to people? Do you like making people feel good? Do you like giving to people? Find out what's your purpose. And your purpose, it just doesn't come to you all at once. It's periodically. You find out things about yourself that you didn't know in the past. You find out things about yourself that you didn't know prior to that, But the best thing you can do is be yourself. Resentment, it sucks. Fear sucks. Doubt sucks. It feels good going through life knowing you can be successful and knowing that you can obtain something that's obtainable, that's there, You can actually grasp it. You can grab it. You can touch it. You can feel it, dreams included. But you cannot get there if you're negative, if you hate on other people, if you have doubt towards other people's goals and plans, because the energy that you put out is the energy that you receive. And understanding that and actually being a part of the journey of when it comes to, becoming better, being a person of significance, you'll see more and more that the more you align yourself with love and precise thoughts and precise actions, you'll see quickly like, damn, this is actually, it's working for me, not against me. Because that's what the universe is about. That's what God and life is about. Life's prana is about being in nature and being able to be receptive to what the earth gives you, oxygen, warmth, sunlight, a good vision. You know, you look over a nice hill, a nice view, you overlook the city or something, and you just thinking to yourself like, damn, look at all this. Like, man, you have to have that same perspective in terms of your life. Look how far you came by. Remember that time when you lost your job? Remember that time you went through this and you still here? Remember that time when you was depressed and your girl left you and now you still here? You have to constantly have these thoughts because you're powerful, you're strong, and you have to understand that nobody can take you out but yourself. You and your mind is the biggest enemies against each other. If you can conquer your mind, and if you can make sure that overthinking thoughts in the moment and you realize, hey, this is not me, you always win. Resentment sucks, fear sucks, negativity sucks. It sucks to be in that world. Get out of that, become better, and prove who you're supposed to be. I love y'all, man. It's your boy Jay Collins. I'm out.